So, remember me like posting a Castaway Angels Leprous piano cover saying like, if you collect 100 likes, then I'll make the video how I picked up the melody. So it happened, even if you needed 2 years for that. Thank you, and I guess we're starting. Also, a couple of notes, like it's my first talking video ever. We don't have big expectations, alright? Also, as you can hear, English is not my first language, and if my accent is annoying for you, you can check some other videos. I heard there are some on this platform. So with this said, we can start. I think there are some obvious difficulties with creating videos like that. Let's have a list of them. Difficulty number 1. You should consider all the instruments, vocals included, and transform it to one instrument called piano. And it doesn't really suit to every song. If you pick up a melody on a piano, you need to consider very well what you choose, when you choose it, and so on. Difficulty number 2. You gotta follow the original composition, but not too close so it's on the nose, so it still sounds good itself, like your composition on the piano, but it's still close to the original. Number 3. You also need to keep the dynamic good. If it's a lot of instruments in the beginning and you picking all of them, you need to leave the space. Dynamic can build and build and build up, and then it goes to its peak and then goes to the end. And I think with that said, oh no, it works. So I'm going to listen to the original, and I hope I won't get any strikes for that. Einar, man, I paid you for lessons, okay? The beginning is very calm and there is only one guitar, so for us it's very easy to understand what we are playing. It goes basically. Also, how I pick up the notes, it's a good question because I am the lucky girl who has a perfect. You gotta just look it up in the Guitar Pro, Ultimate Guitar, and any tool you use for that. What's happening next?
Reaching out for oblivion.
Vocals, and the problem is the vocals have the same range as the guitar. It's the first time we need to solve the puzzle, like how we place it. So I've decided, as Einar sings first, it's like great. I'm doing it 2 octaves higher, and as he singing higher in the second verse in this range, I'm also building up the dynamic with octaves. You can also do it with intervals. Here I'm playing. Also, some of you who are like me can ask, how are you dealing with rhythm? What I'm basically doing is I record one of the parts and then playing the second part over it, so I understand the rhythm of the whole thing, and then it comes to my mind a bit easier how I actually play it. If you have an e-piano, you can also connect it to Ableton or whatever you use. You can connect it as a MIDI, and then you basically see like some blocks, and you can understand, okay, this note comes in the middle of that one, and those notes come together as this note is playing the next, and then after that note that comes with a little pause, and this note is of the beat, and so it helps. Yeah, then here goes. Never look back again. As said, with the rhythm, if you cannot get it, just play both parts separately, record one of them, play another one, and then you somehow come up playing the recorded part with it, so like together. Then first chorus is happening.
And I wanna know.
The left hand goes with the guitar, and it's never look back again. And then suddenly... And also, yeah, I'm not keeping like tempo at all right now, but because I'm playing for you. And the right hand just plays what Einar sings. I'm also playing like a single melody here because there is only one voice and it's only the beginning. So we can also grow later and we can then go. Let's go to the second chord, to the... I'm mixing up words, verse and chorus constantly. I need to say I mix it up in Russian too, so it's not the language problem, I'm just like this. The second verse starting with the same melody, but Einar sings it higher, so we also go higher. And I'm playing octaves here, of course, with a sustain pedal, because otherwise it sounds just like... For every single person who asks like, you pianists, you have only one pedal and it's sustain pedal, what is the purpose of that? This is the difference. Any other questions? Alright, just being a bit aggressive with literally no reason for that. You piano mentioned! And then we go just basically the same. And then in the Never Look Back section, Einar goes like first, never look back again. And then he goes, never look back. The difference is he goes from the head voice to the chest voice. The problem is, there is no head or chest voice on piano. We're decreasing the dynamic a bit. We go from... You're not going to play it very loud, because it's octaves, it's like 2 notes, it's enough. You are playing it still soft, because then we go to a single melody again. Here we're getting loud. And it's like forte, 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 forte. I mean, it's a Latin or Italian word. I'm just going to pronounce it in Italian way. So then it's forte, and then we go to the next chorus to build forte even more. I'm also playing a riff, which is just C minor, key, gamma. I'm struggling so much with this shit. Scale, descending, oh god. And it goes from D. And in the left hand we're playing what guitar plays, but already an electro guitar. And I decided to go with the structure like bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord. And we need to consider to play it that way, so we still have a room for extending. And that's why I'm playing only single bass, but we also of course could go, but like clean. And then I can't even use sustain pedal in this position. And we could play like, no, okay. It sounds more epic, we'll leave it for later. But as I think we already can play the melody with octaves, because we were playing it before with octaves already with this thing. And then it'll be a bit weird in this case if we go to like... It's just my feeling, nothing rational, and altogether it sounds like this. Oh, did I finish already? Also to mention, sometimes I go with the left hand with the chords and like bass chord, bass chord, bass chord, bass chord. But sometimes I make those parts equal with the length. Hello there, it's Editing Nasty here. I hope you're enjoying the video. I want to chat a couple of notes. So here I'm looking forward even. So I played sometimes even parts, and I didn't explain it in the video why. I did it because Einar makes the rhythm different sometimes while singing. And I wanted to create the same effect. I've also written a notes interpretation, so check it out. Sometimes I'm doing... and sometimes... I hope you noticed the difference. If not, let's just go on. Before the bridge comes, there is 2 choruses, and he sings in the first chorus like strong, but in the second he sings stronger as Einar goes, ah. I need to look up the words because it's a bit embarrassing. Alright, as he goes, for sure, we are building it up, and I've just decided to play the same melody higher and higher and higher and higher, and then overlap the hands a bit. I also like this resolution, by the way. This chord has a bit of dissonant in it. And then we go straight to the tonic, and I just like it. That's why I played it so many times in every octave which exists. And then we just play 2 chords. It's basically B minor and B minor, but starting with B and D. And then we doing like very beautiful overlapping of hands, and we go straight to the bridge. I know it's so much happening here, and I really I somehow was a bit sad that I cannot do everything everywhere at once. Let's just have a look at it. Guitar goes like... as I hear it, because it's like a bit close picking technique as well, and some notes without a sound with the picking sound. I have no idea what you're doing, guitarists, because I'm like, I just pretend. And here the voice goes like, and I wanted also to show it like that. I've just decided that I play the guitar part very high because it feels high for me. And as I said in the beginning, you kind of need to stick to the original, but you don't need to play exactly those notes. You won't believe, but I spent basically like the whole day building this up. And I decided to make the vocal part rich, and that's why I go with chords. I just admit that I don't remember which chords I played. Let's just listen. Just listen. So just please listen to who knows who. Oh God. Please listen to this young girl who knows what she's doing. And in the last chorus, we still go on the full mode, and it's still like the forte, forte, fortissimo. Then when Einar goes, Castaway Angels tonight, then only the guitar chord goes like, and that's why it's like. And I know that then they go arpeggio mode, but I somehow wanted to make it consistent till the end because let's keep it simple, let's stay with what we've got. I just stayed with these chords and didn't add anything new because I just wanted to simplify it. And then we go with the final melody like... And that's it. And also a couple of words of how I made it like technically. So I connected my e-piano to my laptop and I recorded the MIDI sound. And the advantage of that is that I could fix
some notes.
I could literally fix and remove some notes or make them longer or make them shorter, and you can actually edit the sustain pedal. So I'm not going to lie to you that it's like the first take and it's perfect. No, I edited it a lot. There is even 2 different takes and it was not that hard to like combine 2 pieces. And in the video I also used the overall screen and the close-up to my fingers, and that's how I switched between 2 different takes, so it's matching 1-to-1. Also, big surprise, what I'm singing at the videos, I'm not actually singing at the videos because I recorded it like I spent 20 hours on recording that and maybe another 15 hours on editing. It's not that easy as you think to make like quality which you're satisfied with. And I'm not even talking about perfectionism here. It is more like I'm not a professional, but I still want to create a good quality product, and that's why I just need to do more so it sounds good. You can also choose, I just chose the grand piano and added a couple of audio effects, and that's basically it. So thank you very much for watching. I'm also going to make some vocal videos, so just stay tuned and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.